Astrotometry log, Monday, August 31st, 2009. It's approximately 5:06 UTC. Follow-up analysis of Jupiter's surface anomaly and hypersymmetric solar disturbance. Also, coronal hole may foreshadow a strong northern hemisphere earthquake sometime before September 9th. On July 19, 2009, amateur astronomer Anthony Wesley discovered an anomaly on the surface of Jupiter. This image from NASA JPL shows the object is emitting energy in the infrared band. In a previous log, I'd noted that disturbances such as this might be hypersymmetric with objects inside the solar system that are moving with an inconsistent orbit. And I theorized that there was an object inside Jupiter's orbit that was responsible for a hypertime disturbance that was visible from the Earth as this anomaly on the surface of Jupiter. And I had predicted a sunspot that would be timed coincident basically with this object, the formation of this spot on Jupiter. And while there wasn't a sunspot that manifested, we did see one of the largest active regions on the sun that we have seen in cycle 24 so far. So these types of electromagnetic disturbances are exactly what is expected from the nature of the hypertime disturbance that would be manifesting from an object that is moving with an inconsistent orbit. This image from Kitt Peak Observatory in Arizona shows that there was a significant electromagnetic disturbance. The area, the region, was huge, and it's one of the largest active regions we've seen so far in cycle 24. In the visible spectrum, this just appeared as a very, very bright spot. If it would have been much brighter than this, it would have been a sunspot. It would have turned black, but it didn't reach that intensity. But we've seen very, very few sunspots in cycle 24, and we're in a century class minimum. And so I was kind of going out on a limb predicting a sunspot in this cycle 24, but I decided to go ahead and do it anyway because I was fairly sure that there would be a hypersymmetric manifestation of something on the sun, and there was. Coronal hole may foreshadow a strong northern hemisphere earthquake before September 9th. These images from the SOHO EIT extreme ultraviolet telescope indicate that there's a large coronal hole forming that we will probably be seeing a geomagnetic disturbance from in sometime in the next 9 days, I would imagine. I think it's going to be less than that. Probably 7 days, 9 at the outside. We may see a hypersymmetric seismic disturbance in the northern hemisphere. This particular hole is very deep. It runs through all of the extreme UV images that SOHO images the sun in. A lot of times a hole won't be in all of the regions, but that indicates to me that it's going to be sort of a deep quake. Judging from the shape of this particular coronal hole, it's unlikely that this event will occur on an island region that is isolated. Now, previously I had made a prediction about it not being on an island, and it happened in Greece. There was one prediction that I'd made that was hypersymmetric with a quake in Greece. Another of these events was on an island in the Gulf of California. California seems to be having a lot of seismic activity right now, and it's possible, I would say probably 15% chance that it would be in California, but so far the seam welds seem to be holding. If you want to check the theory about that, the Core Weather site is back up. If you want to go to coreweather.com and see the previous research on this.